Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Howdy, hey. Hey, baby. How y'all doing? You good? Okay. So today, we're going to be talking about not following through on shit that you want to do. You already know what time it is. My girl wants to deep dive all of the time. My girl wants to deep dive all of the time. My girl wants to deep dive. Go deep, go deep, go deep. My girl wants to deep dive all of the time. You gotta dive deep. Deeper dive. All right, so you want me to save you a whole bunch of time so you don't have to watch this whole video and tell you the real reason why you not following through on the shit that you need to do? It's all you, literally. That's it. End the video. You can click out. Let's break that down though, shall we? Now, what we have when we don't follow through on shit that we need to do is we have what people like to call either reasons or excuses. I don't give a fuck what you call it. At the end of the day, it's you. It's your ass. But you either call it a reason or an excuse as to why you're not following through on the shit you need to do. So some of the reasons and excuses that people like to give when it comes to not following through on shit they need to do is the lack of family and friend support. First and foremost, you have to understand that when you are starting out and you're doing something, the last people that you should be trying to count on is your family and your friends, because these people know you. These people know you personally. These people, have seen you, for a lot of us, day in and day out. Or, they just know about you, the gist about you. So getting them to support you over a stranger is, it's a lot. But you also can't sit there and use that as an excuse or a reason as to, oh, this is why I'm not doing what I want to do, because I'm not getting the support that I need from my family. Look, it don't matter if you've given support after support after support. You've been there and clapped at every single boutique opening that cousin TT done had in the last 3.5 years, and it's been about 42. But as soon as you do your one little venture that you didn't put 3-4 years into and you finally decide to bust it, TT ain't nowhere to be found. It just is what it is. You have to get to a place where, and I had to do the same shit, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, where you can expect to get you out of other people, especially your family and your fucking friends. You would think you can get a you out of them faster than a stranger, but no. Not at all. Not at all. Another reason why, or an excuse as to why people don't follow through on shit that they want to do, is because of your current situation or your finances. Current situation could be, maybe with whatever you're doing, you say, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it because I don't have enough space. I don't have the room to do it. I don't have enough money to put into it to do it. I don't have enough people or investors to help me do what I need to do. I need my car for what I need to do, and my car just broke down. Or I need a fucking, lights in my fucking house for this shit to work, and I ain't had lights in like a month. I don't know. Just different situational happenings that people will try to use as a reason or excuse to not follow through on the shit that they really want to do. Another reason, and this one is just straight up ass excuse, is a person will say, well, I want to do this thing and I really want to put a lot into it, but I lack motivation. I don't have any motivation to do the thing that I really want to do. Bullshit. There's motivation all around. Again, this is all on you, boo-boo, because if you can get your ass up to go get your fucking hair done, then you can get your ass up to fucking strive for your fucking goals. If you can get your ass up and go and get that fresh fucking hair cut, beard line up, you can go and, yeah, you can get up and do your own shit. It's not about the lack of motivation. It's just about how motivated are you? Do you even think that this is something that's going to be successful? Are you passionate about it? Because if you're passionate about something, super passionate, nothing is going to fucking stop you. Nothing is going to get in your way. Notice that really the big thing that people like to use is lack of support and money. No fucking clue that you need money to make money. Everybody knows that. You need money to make money. However, I don't like when adults say they don't have money to do this, they don't have money to do that, but you can pull and pinch and poke some shit from over here, here, and there to make this happen, make that happen, and make this happen. Look, I'm not trying to tell nobody to go into fucking financial ruin or any type of situation like that. All I'm saying is, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, and you're super passionate about it, when it comes to the money portion, no matter how long it takes for you to put the money to the side, again, if you are passionate about it, and if you really put your heart and your soul into this shit, you will find a fucking way to fund your fucking dream. When it comes to the lack of support, again, this is where you have to kick that shit into high gear for yourself. You have to be your biggest supporter, because nobody's going to see your dream and nobody is able to envision your dream and your goals the way that you see them. Trust me, there's been plenty of times where I am able to see myself with where I'm going with the things that I want to do, and I'm able to already envision and see myself at the end of that, being happy, having all these different, accolades, having different things set up. All these different things that I've already envisioned to have set up, I can already see those things being set up and having been in place for years. I can already see way beyond it, to the point where I'm just like on my deathbed and I'm like, I did a good fucking job. I did a good ass fucking job. I'm happy and I'm ready to leave this bitch. I'm good. Like, that's where the fuck your motivation needs to fucking be. Like, you need to be like that. You need to see your shit like that. And with you seeing your shit like that, you have to understand that nobody else is going to see your shit like that. So to everybody else, it's a fucking joke. But to you, it's your baby. Just like you wouldn't want nobody to come over and look at the baby and look in your stroller and be like, meh. Okay. Again, you're the one that envisions the dream. You're the one that sees the dream, and you're the one that's going to see it all the way through. So no matter what other people, whether they're your friends, your family, or strangers, doesn't matter. No matter what they fucking say, no matter what they fucking do, you stay true to yourself. You do the fucking work, and you will reap the fucking rewards. Okay? Now, of all of the reasons and excuses that I just gave you, the reason why you haven't followed through with the shit that you really want to do is because it's time to heal. You need to heal. Right now, a lot of us are trying to heal. We're trying to heal childhood trauma. We're trying to heal family trauma. We're trying to heal, generational curses. We're trying to heal a lot of shit. And on top of us trying to heal all of this backlog shit, we're trying to function in our day-to-day lives. This shit is exhausting. This shit is fucking rough. And because life just keeps going, it can be very fucking difficult to just stop what you're doing and just be. I feel like in order for a person to really have a successful business and to have longevity in a business or whatever the fuck they want to do, just whatever you're passionate about, it don't have to be a business, but just whatever you're passionate about, in order for you to really have that longevity in it and do it to the best of your abilities, is you have to heal yourself. You have to go through all the steps to heal yourself. Your first step that you have to figure out is who you really are. That's the number one step. You have to figure out who the fuck are you. Like I said, when I started my dark night of the soul journey, I thought I knew who the fuck I was. I could tell you easily and spit off all the fucking shit that I knew about me. My name, my age, my sign, my social, what I did for a living, what I have done for a living, how I am, how I act. I could just spit all that shit off to you. Just. But when it came to figuring out who I really was, the soul, the entity, I had to figure that shit out. I was lost. I was lost as hell. Once all of the shit that I thought I was broke the fuck away, I was left with, who the fuck am I? And there were plenty of times where I would look in the mirror and say, who the fuck am I? And I would cry because I didn't have an answer for myself. And I had to deep dive into myself to figure that shit out. The second step that you need to do on your journey of healing yourself. So after you find out who the fuck you are, who you really are, second step, then you need to get over your fucking self. You need to go through complete ego fucking death. You need to get over every fucking thing. That is not going to be easy. Those things that you would rather turn the fucking blind eye to and be like, I'll just get to it another time. No, nigga. You need to get to that shit right the fuck now. Those are just 2 steps. That's a fucking start. That's a big fucking start. Usually in those first 2 steps of you starting your journey, you're starting your healing journey and your spirituality journey and shit like that, usually within those first 2 steps, motherfuckers gracefully bow out. Because shit starts getting real fast. And a lot of times people just don't want to see that shit. They're comfortable with living a fucking lie. They're comfortable with mediocrity. And that's just what the fuck it is. So the moral of the story is, get out of your own fucking way. So for myself, with me getting started, what am I passionate about, right? What is the thing that I'm really super passionate about? I didn't fucking know. For a long time, I didn't know. I did not share a lot of things with people, like outwardly, just because just from a very young age, I was made to feel almost like if you speak up for yourself, it's not the best thing. It's just not in your best interest all the time to speak up for yourself. So instead of me speaking up for myself, sometimes I chose to shut down all the fucking time. I pretty much resorted to, like I said, writing in my little notebooks, writing, to myself, sitting by myself. I spent a lot of time isolated. But for the most part, I just really didn't fully go after any of the things that I really wanted to do because I just never felt like I was good enough. For the most part, and I just have to be honest with myself, not just with you, but I gotta be honest with myself. All of the shit that stopped me from doing what the fuck I wanted to do was really all on me. It was all on me. I could either feed into the bullshit or I can say fuck the bullshit. And I chose to feed into the bullshit every fucking time. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. When it even came time for me to, put my video journal and shit together, I had this idea in the works for like 3 years. 3 years. And even before those 3 years, even before those 3 years, I had been having shit in the works just lined up. I would line some shit up and then I would stop. I would stop for a couple of years. Then I would get the bug again, line some shit up, then I would stop. And I just kept doing that shit. And it's very toxic. And then you run away, and then you come back, and then you run away again, and then you come back again. And it's just this toxic ass relationship of you leaving, you coming and you going. And you keep leaving your dream hanging. That's why it's toxic. Because your dream is like, come on. I just want to be with you. And you the one sitting there playing games, running in and out on your fucking dream. I feel like I would have been where I really want to be right now had I focused in on my fucking dreams and showed up for myself the way I showed up for other people and the way I showed up for other people's dreams. I know I said that in the last video journal where I was just like, I'm just proud of me for showing up for me the way that I show up for other people. Because a lot of times people don't equate a job as another person's dream, but it really is. Like, I don't want to say any brands or anything and get fucked up, but Wally World, you didn't fucking think of Wally World. That wasn't your fucking dream. That's somebody else. Somebody else thought up of Wally World and made it. And that was great that they made that. That was their idea. And they decided, I want to put this into a chain and have them all over the place. Cool. And they did that shit. Cool. But how long are you going to continue to work at somebody else's dream and continue to fund their fucking dreams? You keep funding their dreams. Yeah, you're getting paid. But think about what you could really be making if you did your own shit. And I'm not always talking about money when I say think about what you could be making. Because it's not always about money. First of all, this money don't mean shit. First of all, look at how shit is going into the cryptos. This paper money don't mean shit. Okay? Sometimes it's like just the feeling of, wow, I really fucking did it. Sometimes that's all you fucking need. It ain't always about the money. And that's another thing too. When it comes to people not following through on the shit they need to do, they want this like quick ass fucking, this quick return on shit. Real quick return. It's like I said, for me, I'm known to be a hard worker. That's just in my fucking blood. So I totally understand when some shit takes longer than you would like it to take in order for you to get what you want to get. But the one thing you gotta remember, bitch, these years, they keep on going. Okay? This whole time thing that I don't really, I know the shit is fake. But this whole time thing, this man-made time thing, this shit keeps going. It keeps on fucking spinning. So it's like, are you just gonna sit year after year, day after fucking day, not putting in the fucking work for yourself? Eventually, you're gonna start to see day turn into night, day turn into night, day turn into night, day turn into night, every day, over and over and over again, weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months and months. You're just gonna keep seeing that shit. So eventually, you're either going to get tired of it and you're going to do something about it, or you're gonna wake up one day on your deathbed. Oh, I should have did this. Oh, I should have did that. Oh, I should have never listened to such and such. And then come to find out years after that, then this other company out here, whoever didn't came up and they done did this. When I had thought of it, yeah. I thought that I was going to be this amazing actress. Like, I just saw myself in all these different movies, meeting all these people, and all of that jazz. But now that I'm older and that didn't actually work out, I'm happy that it didn't work out. Because had I been in that lifestyle at that time with the mentality that I had then, guaranteed, if I wouldn't be hooked on drugs right now, I'd probably be dead. Because me giving in to peer pressure back then was easy as fuck. Me just pretty much being a people pleaser. Yeah, I was the ultimate people pleaser. So just to fit in, just to get jobs, just to stay relevant, I'm pretty sure I probably would have given in to a lot of fucking pressures. A lot of pressures. Especially too because I was trying to get from up under, you know, the parentals. Yeah, I definitely would have gone down the wrong path. So I'm glad that it didn't work out for me, and I'm glad that I was able to see a lot of things. Sometimes I do wish that things would have worked out, because honestly, you never really know how a situation is going to go until you are in the situation. So yeah, sometimes I do think to myself, and I feel like, do I have any regrets on that situation with the acting? Not necessarily. Because when it came time to show and prove, I actually was in a movie, and I did that all on my own. I found the ad. I called for an audition. Didn't have to audition because it was just extras. I was in the movie, and if you look at a certain point and you kind of squint just a tad, you can see my shirt. And I want my $76 checks that I'm not receiving. I haven't been receiving for a while. And I know that movie then came on TV a couple of times. Especially when cable was still hot. Niggas still had the fucking TV guy shit. But first and foremost, this right here, this is my baby. This is the number one thing that I feel like I have always been passionate about. I've always wanted to do. Not just sitting in front of a camera and talking, but first and foremost, just talking. Just opening my fucking mouth. Just saying how I feel and getting it all out there and not giving a fuck who has anything to say about it. I'm going to share some shit throughout this journey in my journal that is going to have people like, why the fuck would you share that? I'm going to make sure to try to maintain privacy when it comes to other people, or don't like the way the story was told, you should have portrayed yourself in a different light. But it's not about exposing anybody. It's not about exposing myself. It's more so just about awareness, accountability. It's about just sharing fucking stories and just being able to talk to somebody. Like, man, the way shit is going, with everything turning digital, and kids being put in school with the homeschool and everything like that, after a while, this is how we're going to be able to communicate. This is how we're going to share stories with each other and talk to each other. And I'm just going to say that I'm ahead of the curve. We all need to do healing work too. We all need to, heal ourselves. Like, heal thyself, cuz we need to do that. And I feel like, well, shit, I healed and I'm still healing. I ain't fully done. But the bulk of the shit that really ate my ass up, oh, that's out the way. So I feel like at this point, I got a lot to share. I got a lot of stories to tell. I got a lot of realizations to realize with these real lies. Look, I love you. Take care of yourself. Drink your water, mind your business. I fucking love you. I fucking love you. Fucking love you, Jack.
Dun, 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 dun. Live your dreams. It's not as hard as it may seem. You gotta work to get the cream. All your hopes you must win. From your fears, you have to win yourself. It's all or nothing. Give your everything.